I'm back. Don't freak out, guys. I'm finally back. Hey there, guys. What's up? What's going on? It's Autobot Mike 18 here. A lot of you guys are probably like, Autobot Mike 18? Who is that? I don't know this man. Who is this guy? I haven't seen him in weeks on YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. Guys, what's going on? How you guys doing? I am really sorry, guys, that I have not been around. And besides this review, this is going to go up. This probably won't be the first video that goes up. My Rogue One review is probably going to go up first. I'm filming a bunch of like movie reviews tonight. But yeah, I haven't been around on YouTube, guys, last couple weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded a video, over 2 weeks, and that's, you guys know that's not like me. I've been super busy with school, guys. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but it's true. But I'm on break. I have 2 weeks off, and then I'm just busy again before I go back to school for 3 weeks on shooting movies, just shooting a bunch of movies. Not fun. But no, it is fun. It's a blast, but it's so much to do, and it's just keeping me from you guys, and I really, really apologize about that. I'm going to probably say this all in my Rogue One video, so it'll probably be, because I haven't shot that yet. I'm shooting this first, but I'm sorry, guys. You guys know I love you. I thank you so much for being so patient and understanding. That said, guys, let's get into a review for a movie I saw 3 weeks ago. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Manchester by the Sea. This movie has been out for quite some time. Do I have a date on here? There is no date on here, but I'm telling you that this movie has been out now for several weeks, and I have seen this several weeks ago, and I'm sorry about that. So yeah, guys, Manchester by the Sea. This is Kenneth Lonergan's newest film. That has been getting an insane amount of Oscar buzz and just award season buzz in general. It's already won a boatload of awards, got a bunch of Golden Globe nominations and everything already, I know. I actually saw this movie, guys, the day after Black Friday, so I don't know what day that was. It was a Saturday, obviously, but I don't remember the number date, but it was at the end of November, so it's been about 3 weeks since I've seen this. I am very, very sorry, guys, that I just have not been around. I've been super busy, and I didn't get a chance to actually sit down. I didn't even get a chance to sit down in my car and shoot this video, guys, so I'm sorry about that. But I want to talk about this movie now. I might not go as in-depth as I normally do in movie reviews because it has been 3 weeks since I've seen this movie, and do I remember every single thing I wanted to talk about when I first saw it? Not entirely, so just bear with me on this, but I do want to just give you guys just my general thoughts because I have to talk about this movie. Oh my goodness, I got to talk about it. So guys, Manchester by the Sea is set roughly right around the present day, but definitely utilizes a heavy amount of flashbacks. I'll get into that in a bit. And we follow a janitor by the name of Lee. He resides in Quincy, in Boston by himself. He's played by Casey Affleck in this movie. He gets, very early on in the film, he gets some very disturbing and upsetting news. A close family member of his has passed away, so he is forced essentially to drive over to Manchester, where this family member has passed away, and take care of the arrangements and everything. And this was a town where he had once formerly lived in years ago, in his old life, essentially. But he also, while coming over to this town to take care of arrangements and everything and dealing with this grief of losing this family member, is in the middle of a custody thing. Could he possibly be the guardian of a close family member of his? I'll just say his nephew. Nephew's name is Patrick, played by Lucas Hedges in this film. And that's all I'm going to say about this movie. That's it. I don't want to say another word about this film. I want all of you guys to walk into this theater completely blind and not know a thing about this movie, because it will make the experience that much more inviting and special. Definitely. No questions asked. So guys, Manchester by the Sea. My goodness, I was really anticipating this movie before I had seen it a couple weeks ago. The buzz this movie was getting is insane. Critics, people who've seen it and got early screenings, film festival buzz. Oh my goodness, this premiered at Sundance, or not premiered, it was shown at Sundance, Telluride, all of them. It was shown at all the big festivals. and it's getting an insane amount of buzz. One of my professors, actually, last semester, he saw it so early. He saw it in like April or March, probably he probably saw it at Sundance, I don't know. But he had seen the movie this early, and he literally stopped 5 minutes of class to talk straight about this movie without spoiling anything, and was like, whenever this comes out, you guys got to go see this, all right? So I was just definitely pumped from the minute I heard the title of this film when my professor talked about it months ago. And then when I heard that it was getting all this crazy buzz, I was like, damn, now I definitely got to go rush out and see it. And this is how crazy it was. I saw this movie Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend, okay? So Black Friday, I do all my Black Friday shopping that Friday, and I go to the one theater, one of the only like 2 theaters in New York that was showing this movie. It was 40 minutes from my house. I drive all the way to this theater. The showing is at 4 o'clock. It's 3:58. I go and I ask a ticket, one for Manchester by the Sea, please. And he looks at me and he laughs and he's like, dude, we're all sold out. And I'm like, really? That like never happens to me. That never happened. And I should have realized. I was like, okay, yeah, of course they're sold out. This movie's only playing in 2 theaters in New York, so there you go. So yeah, it was all sold out for like the next like 3 or 4 showings. So I pre-ordered my tickets that night. I got smart for the next day, Saturday afternoon at noon, and I went and saw the movie finally, and I watched it that weekend. But that said, guys, let's get into my actual thoughts about Manchester by the Sea. By the way, the day I saw it, full packed theater, every seat was taken. Every seat was taken. That is how much people were looking forward to this movie when it had not gotten a wide release yet. It still is in like a limited-ish release. Hasn't really gone wide yet. It's gotten wider, but... So guys, Manchester by the Sea. If I had to pick one film that absolutely floored me and just took its fist, punched a giant hole in my chest, and made me feel horrible in any of 2016, I'm going to pick Manchester by the Sea. Oh my word, guys, this movie is heavy. This is the definition of a really, really gut-wrenching, emotionally hardcore, powerful drama. I can't think of any other better adjectives to describe this film than those. Guys, Manchester by the Sea is brilliant, absolutely fantastic, complex filmmaking and storytelling at its absolute finest, guys. This is why I love movies, guys. It is movies like this, specifically dramas like this, and stories that are personal like this. Maybe not specifically the filmmakers. I haven't done a significant amount of research. I don't know if Ken Lonergan, who wrote and directed this movie, based anything off of his own life experience. I have no idea. But anything with a drama with such personal, any film with such personal just things happening between like a family structure and personal demons just spilling out, like anything like that, I'm totally in. I'm in it beginning to end. And that happened with me as I watched Manchester by the Sea, guys. Oh my goodness. There's like 2 or 3 moments in this movie I just sat there and I'm like, I had like a lump in my... I got cold. Like, I got chills. I was like, oh my God. Like, that is horrible. Like, how could one person go through something like... That's all I'm going to say. I do not want to spoil a thing about this movie, guys. But I'm just going to say, if you are a person who does not handle emotion well in film, if you cry easy, yeah, not for you. This isn't your movie. This is going to be a rough one for you guys. This was a tough one. This was a tough one to sit through, guys. I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you. Getting into specifically what just blew my mind with this film, guys. This has got to be one of the best screenplays I've seen in a film all year long, guys. Straight up, one of the best scripts of the year. I just love just what this film is trying to say. Its structuring of what it's doing with our main character, what it's putting him through again by bringing him back to this place. And I love how the idea of space plays into this script and how effective that is and how much it could hurt, could just destroy a person inside. I love that idea. Just the idea of being in a space that you have had a bad experience with in the past. I love that. I just love what this film just says so much about, grief and dealing with loss and just trying to overcome all of that, even though it is incredibly, incredibly difficult to deal with. And it's something that is so, like, it's so overpowering to the point where it just leaves you vulnerable. And this movie just says that so well. And I love how they utilize flashbacks in this movie, because flashbacks could be over the top, they could be drawn out, they could be too much sometimes. But I love how this film just perfectly utilizes flashback sequences to tell a story and reveal information without just, just throwing information at you, you know what I mean? The way that they crafted and structured and placed the flashback sequences in editing is brilliant. That's all I'm going to say. It's just brilliantly done. Anyone who's into the idea of writing, because I know a lot of things screenwriting professors are going to say, no, don't use flashbacks, they're so cheap, they're an easy way out, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to that, because just watch this movie, okay? Yeah, they can be, but this movie, no, does not use them like that, does not cheapen them, does not use them for an effect or just like a gag, or you know what I mean, like a storytelling device. It uses them as a very good storytelling device, and that's what I loved about this. So the screenplay is phenomenal, guys. This is one of the best directed films of the year. Ken Lonergan, my goodness, I love just his choices behind the camera, his decisions to shoot the movie as wide as he does. There's a lot of just wide shots with characters just off to the side in the frame. I love just all of his choices that he made, the shooting, the aspect ratio he shot it at, just making this character, Casey Affleck's character, feel trapped in this world he just can't get out of, this grief that he's dealing with. And I loved it. I loved all of his choices. Talking about actors, oh my goodness, guys, Casey Affleck straight up gives one of the best performances of the year. He brought half of my audience to tears and left me with a lump in my throat. That's acting right there. That is just, yeah, that's what I loved about this film. He is incredible in this movie. He deserves every award nomination that he gets, because he's unbelievable, and he's unbelievably good in this movie. I 100% buy into his struggle and everything he was going through in this film, and I was just left shocked. He floored me in this movie, guys. He really did. Michelle Williams, amazing. Absolutely amazing. She's not in the movie a lot, but she is great. Lucas Hedges was unbelievable. A great breakout performance for this kid. I loved just the dialogue. He is just such a great, you have such a hard movie to deal with, and you have this young teenage kid who's just got all of his own problems, but he also has, he's also just so well layered, and he has his own dealings with grief that he's currently going through. It's just such brilliant writing. That's the other thing I loved about this movie. It's not just sappy, just drama, here, I'm gonna just throw this thing at you and make you cry and make you feel sad. No, this movie feels so much more powerful than that, and it transcends all of that, because it's not just that. There are a lot of lighthearted moments where I just gut busting. I laughed. I genuinely laughed. I was like, this is freaking hilarious. This is unbelievably, really just, this is just making me feel really good right now. Despite everything that I've just learned, these characters are still trying to make light of the situation that they're in, and I love that. It just feels so human and real. That's the best word I can describe this movie. Every one of these characters feels so human and so down to earth and real. That's what I love about this movie. There are beautifully crafted sequences, very devastating, heartbreaking, gut-wrenching stuff to watch in this film, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or kid you around. Holy crap. It's unbelievable. It really is. So, guys, I mean, just to think, just the ending, too. My goodness, just one of Casey Affleck's last lines in this movie, I'm just like, that's just so true. It's just how everything is. It's just the reality of the situation. It sucks, but it's just what happens to some people. And I loved it. I loved everything about this film, guys. It is one of the best movies you're gonna watch all year, guys. I'm gonna go really damn high at Manchester by the Sea. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10, or a grade of an A. I am so sorry it took me 3 weeks to review this and not promote this film earlier and get you guys to go rush out and see it. But I beg you, if you have not seen this movie yet, do yourself a favor and go and watch Manchester by the Sea. You will not regret it. It is one of the best films of the year. Guys, please, if you've seen the movie, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in my next review. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Bye, guys.